From world events to Washington and New York City, here's your concise world update for Friday, February 13th. The United States will deploy the world's largest aircraft carrier to the Middle East, reinforcing an already substantial naval presence as President Donald Trump intensifies pressure on Iran over its nuclear program. The Central Intelligence Agency released a Mandarin-language video Thursday aimed at exploiting turmoil within China's military leadership to recruit potential informants. Nicolas Maduro remains Venezuela's legitimate president, the country's acting president said in an exclusive interview. Russia unleashed another overnight barrage of drones and ballistic missiles on Thursday, further crippling Ukraine's energy infrastructure and cutting off heat, electricity, and water to tens of thousands of residents in Kyiv, Dnipro, and Odessa.
I have proposed, and President Trump has concurred, that this surge operation conclude.
The Trump administration is winding down a sweeping immigration enforcement campaign in Minnesota that drew national attention and ignited widespread protests. Don Lemon is scheduled to be arraigned Friday in federal court in Minnesota on charges tied to his alleged role in disrupting a service at a place of worship where a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement official served as pastor. Authorities in Georgia have recaptured 2 murder suspects who escaped from a county jail over the weekend after several days on the run. A federal judge on Thursday barred the United States Department of Defense from reducing Senator Mark Kelly's retired military rank and pension, ruling that the Pentagon could not move forward with the punishment while the case proceeds. Partial government shutdown looms as Democrats leave town without a deal for funding the Department of Homeland Security. Senator Josh Hawley and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison clashed in a heated exchange Thursday during a Senate hearing focused on an alleged federal fraud scheme in Minnesota. President Donald Trump escalated his public feud Thursday with Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt blasting the Republican over confusion surrounding this weekend's annual governor's gathering in Washington. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Lee Zeldin announced Thursday that the agency will rescind the 2009 Obama-era endangerment finding, the scientific determination that underpins most federal greenhouse gas emission standards for vehicles. Mayor Zoran Mamdani on Thursday announced the nomination of Nadia Shakata, a former federal prosecutor, to serve as commissioner of the New York City Department of Investigation. A nearly century-old Jewish congregation in East Flatbush is fighting to save its sanctuary from demolition after the nonprofit owner of the property announced plans to replace it with affordable housing. White House fires U.S. Attorney in Albany, New York, after judges appointed him, and the appointment lasted less than 5 hours. A 16-year-old was killed and 2 other teens were wounded after an argument over spilled ice cream inside. A Bronx McDonald's may have sparked a shooting outside a nearby alehouse Wednesday. Wall Street's major indexes tumbled Thursday, led by a 2% slide in the tech-heavy Nasdaq as investors accelerated their sell-off in technology shares and pulled back from transportation stocks on concerns about artificial intelligence-driven disruption. The number of Americans filing new applications for unemployment benefits decreased less than expected last week, with economists' view that the labor market was stabilizing after hitting a soft patch last year, alongside existing home sales tumbled in January. From the Middle East to Wall Street, you're up to date.